having a kid struggle in school while also at the same time your therapist is currently a school counselor, right? And also doing therapy on the outside. I mean, got the experience of knowing what the school environment's like. Definitely, check. And then definitely knows how to work with families on the outside of school. That's a big win for Midwest Anxiety clients.
This struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever role we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
All right, fam, back for another day of life, back for another day of daily. So blessed, fam, so blessed, so blessed, so blessed to be able to spend another day just putting mental health into this world, talking to you. Oh, wow. Wow. I just, I mean, we're 15, 16 years into this, and I still wake up each day just being grateful and just loving doing this, y'all. Just, hey, some people like to golf. Some people like to go boating and, you know, go out on the lake and fish and do all that stuff. I just like to find ways to do mental health, and that I'm so sincere in that. I mean, I from the time I wake up till the time my head hits that pillow, and then even after that, I'm thinking of ways of just reaching people and finding ways to connect and just get the most out of life, y'all, to get the most out of life. And today, again, you're going to be hearing more and more and more and more and more and more of this. Sports, soccer. Y'all, we got soccer mentals. We got soccer mentals coming up in about a month. And real soon, you're going to hear more about it. But it's a camp that we're going to be putting on for kids this summer, just talking about the mental game of soccer, the mental game of life. And I'm going to do therapy again on the soccer field, y'all. This is the MWA thing. We've talked about it. You know about it. We like to get as close as we can to those struggles and wherever it might be. So headed to the soccer field. But y'all, I'm so excited. I've got some news on the other side of this. We're gonna do a dance break. We're gonna do a dance break just here in a second. Okay, we're at a stoplight here. We're gonna do a dance break. You guys sit back, put on your seatbelts, and enjoy this ride around doing community therapy today, y'all. Okay, let's go. Let's do this dance break.
You got me feeling good, right by your side. Lost in every move, riding down your smile. Baby, hold me tight, let me trace your line.
All right, y'all, here's the deal. We've hired some great therapists right now. I think we've hired 8. Looking to hire a couple more in this 2025 therapist draft. I mean, we're out here signing, like we talked about yesterday, signing therapists, and you're gonna start hearing more and more from them. We're gonna right now, behind the scenes, we're doing some things. We've got meetings, we've got teams. Therapists are on teams, and we're starting to create and develop programs. And this is all what I wanted, y'all. This is all what I wanted, because these therapists, I'll be honest with you, these are some great therapists. These therapists some of them are in their own private practice, and they're doing their own therapy in private practice. Some of them are with different agencies around town. Some of them are in schools. So here's the thing. What I love is we've got such a diverse just group of therapists. And not only are they just doing Midwest Anxiety, they're doing so many other things. And that makes these therapists awesome because they have experience in other areas, y'all. They've got experience in other areas, and they continue. Not only are they doing Midwest Anxiety, but they continue to practice in other areas. And so, you know, for example, we've got some school counselors jumping on board Midwest Anxiety, and they're currently a school counselor. So if you've got a kid that's struggling in school, I mean, you've got old Randy Floyd here, and I've had lots of experience in schools where, you know, I will collaborate with schools. But think about it, having a kid struggle in school while also at the same time your therapist is currently a school counselor, right? And also doing therapy on the outside. I mean, got the experience of knowing what the school environment's like. Definitely, check. And then definitely knows how to work with families on the outside of school. That's a big win for Midwest Anxiety clients, okay? I mean, okay, let's go to, okay, now you got a kid that's struggling on the soccer field, okay? With the mental game, with the positivity, with being a good teammate. Oh, guess what? We've got a therapist that was a college soccer player and is also a therapist. I mean, come on now. Come on. I mean, you could have just a therapist that's going to help your child on the soccer field, right? But having someone that's played that college game and that has made it that far, it's a double bonus. You see where I'm going with this, y'all? So what I love about what we're building is that the therapists have an elaborate amount of an experience in different areas, and we're going to fit you with that therapist that's got the experience that you need, okay? I just love it, y'all. You're going to start to see them the next couple of days. You're going to see them on daily. You're going to see them on different shows. We're getting going, all right? All right. Big win, y'all, big win. Excited. I can't wait to kind of get this going, get it going, y'all. Okay, it's time for what's been coming up in client sessions. All right, y'all, let's talk about what the heck am I doing out there on the soccer field. Part of it is just helping clients persevere, and, you know, physically, we try to we always say the hardest player on the field, the best trained player on the field is the Midwest Anxiety player. I mean, the goal is to put these players, these athletes, in the most adverse situations physically. Because what happens when your body breaks down, when you start getting tired, when you start getting hot, when you may have got hurt, you're injured, right? Mentally you start caving. Mentally you start struggling. And when that body starts to break down, that mind has to turn on, right? That mind has to turn on. And so we're just out here practicing. I mean, you practice like you play, right? You play like you practice like you play. And we're just out here breaking these bodies down, getting tired, getting exhausted, and pushing past that limit that other players, that we always say we train harder than anyone else. We are going to work harder out here in this training than you will in the game, right? And if that's the goal, that you're working harder on this field during this training, then when you go out to the soccer field, it's just going to be a basketball court, football field, whatever. It's just going to be easy. It's going to be cake because you're already used to it. You're already used to it in an extreme way, right? So not only do we work on that, but also, y'all, we work on when things are just not going well. When the player starts to get stressed in a situation, and mentally just kind of in a bad place. Maybe I missed a shot, or maybe the coach is yelling at me, or maybe just my teammates aren't doing what I want them to do, right? You start mentally breaking down. How do you stay strong? How do you stay strong? And so we go out on the field and we put players through just uncomfortable, distressing situations where their mind starts to break down, and then they have to stay on top of it, right? They have to stay strong mentally when their mind starts to break down. And so, for example, a training would be, okay, if I'm working with a soccer player, that okay, you're gonna pass it to me, and I'm just gonna like run all over the field, and I'm just gonna keep running all over the field, and I'm just gonna wait. You're just gonna wait for me to do whatever it is that you're asking me to do. If you're wanting me to go to the left post, then you're just gonna stand there and you're gonna just wait for me to go to the left post, right? And you're just gonna stay strong. You're not gonna get upset. You're not gonna get frustrated. You're not gonna get tired. You're not gonna get bored. You're just gonna stay strong and wait for me to go to that left post. Or maybe another one is I take the player closes his eyes, her eyes, and I take this ball, and the soccer ball, and I'll go hide the ball somewhere on the field, right? I'll go hide far away. I'll go hide it somewhere behind a post, behind a bench, in a net somewhere where the player cannot see where that ball is. Then the player has to run all over the field and try to find that ball. It's like Easter, right? Find that ball. And what happens is there are a lot of times where that player just mentally is like, I'm not going to be able to find this ball. And we keep doing what we do, keep running around that field, which you're tired. I mean, think about it. How frustrating it might be to be running. You're tired already. It's hot outside, and you're running in a direction where the ball isn't even located. Like, you're running further away from the ball. Okay, and then we kind of, we try to trick them, saying, it's not over. You're going further away from the ball. You should turn around. You should turn around and go back the other way. Go back the other way. All right. Again, mentally, being able to train yourself mentally to stay in the game, and that's the upside of this. That's where the pretenders go to the contenders. That's where you win championships, okay? That's where you go from, just not to get to play on the team to be a starter on the team, right? Is to be able to have that mental edge. So we practice a lot of this, and it's a lot of fun. And it's also very rewarding to see a player maybe that's crying or just so distressed, right? And then they just keep fighting through it. They keep fighting through it. They keep fighting through it until they're able to accomplish whatever the drill is. Big thumbs up, y'all. Big thumbs up. I love it. I love it. Hey, I know we've been talking a lot about sports here. Part of it is it's that time of year where there's spring sports. Spring sports are happening, and we are getting more and more athletes that are wanting to work with us mentally. And so that's why you're just hearing a lot of it right now, because we're out here doing a lot of it. We're doing a lot of it right now. I think we're going to end here today. Thanks for watching, and hope you have a big smile on your face, lots of love in your heart, and see you again tomorrow.